So I've been playing a bit of Counter-Strike recently, and I've been getting quite better at it compared to how I was, which I think is a good thing, but I had to learn some things the hard way, so I thought I'd just make a video on the basics of aiming, which is probably one of the biggest learning curves in CSGO. There's a few things you'll need. There's some maps that you can do. The first one you'll need is this crosshair generator. This map will allow you to make multiple crosshairs and test them out. So this is the default crosshair with the Glock 18. You can choose a map background to have, just so that you can see what it looks like against that colour. Dust 2 is pretty yellow. These are all the crosshairs that you can pick, so if you shoot them, it'll select it. The one I like to use is, where is it? Extreme_name over there. This is a pre-recording, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Then you can choose the thickness, the size of it, how like dense it is compared, so it's like semi-transparent. Also you can choose the colour over there and test it against the map. That's all that really needs editing. And you can also pick that. Number 4 is the best one, because then it doesn't move, you just train yourself just to aim better. And that's what this video is about. So, number 4 is what you really want to go with, the non-moving one. You can save and load crosshairs, so it's really useful. See, I got the 2 saved that I use. I like this one because you can see the enemy's head a little bit through it if you've got a perfectly accurate shot. And then in this room you can test it against some bots. The next map you're going to want to download is called Aimbots, with a Z on the end. And it's this map here. Now I'm going to use the SG553, which is my weapon of choice. It's got a lot of settings for you to practice your aim on. You can bring down all the barriers, you can shut certain ones off to make it into like a shooting range. So I just closed all of here and it'll kill all the bots by crushing them. And then you can choose some settings. So if you want the bots to move, you can set up some crates. I recommend first of all using crates, and then you can just practice headshots. This will be easier if you put the crates up, because then it'll limit your view of the enemy, so you can't actually miss if you miss, you miss. You've got to hit them in the head, otherwise it doesn't work. So this is a really good way to practice your headshotting. You don't have to practice headshottings first though, there's other things that you can do. Now with the SG553, it takes 4 shots in the body to kill somebody, and 1 headshot. And this is due to its armor penetration power combined with its damage. So if you've got Kevlar in the head, I mean a bulletproof helmet, then it'll go straight through that because of its capabilities, compared to like its counterpart, the AUG. The AUG will take 5 body shots to kill somebody, and 2 headshots at a range. If you get close enough, it can take 1 headshot. So it's not as good as the SG553, but still good if you want the scope. Even though you're going to be aiming for the head a lot, you need to practice your body shots, otherwise if you're going to get caught by surprise, you're not going to be able to aim and you're going to miss. So just try lowering the crates and just aiming 4 times in the chest or anywhere else in the body is all you need, except for like the hands or the legs. Now you can sort of spray a little bit to try and get to kill them quicker, but with a recoil it goes a little bit up and to the side, so you're going to want to burst fire if you're going to spray, and you need to make sure your range is right. As you can see, if you turn off the infinite ammo, it sprays in like a 7 shape, so you're going to need to put that into consideration when spraying. You can also, what you can do is spray enough so that the spray carries on into the head, as I might demonstrate here now. So I'm just trying out the spray in a bit now. You can get quite fast kills with this. So as you can see, if you carry it, if you just aim a little bit like near the neck, the spray will carry it to the head, which is an insta-kill. Now, if you're practicing on this map Aimbots, a good way to do it is lower the barricades, turn on bot brain and the kill barrier, and just try and kill as many as you can before they get to you. They'll be quite fast and you've got to turn 360 quite fast to try and get them. But it is possible. I'm not doing very good at it here because I just woke up at the time of recording this, so I was a little bit stiff, but I got a little bit better, as you can see. If you can hit a moving target, it gets a little bit easier for you, because lots of people are going to be moving. I mean, even though people are a bit less predictable than bots, you still need to get used to the fact that the enemies can move. It's quite good there, and if you can aim for the head, just like I did there, like that, but you need to also carry the spray through you, or you can just do the 1, 2, 3, 4 tap if you're not that confident. You can also change your sensitivity dependent on how fast you need to move. So I've got mine on about 4. It was lower before I learned how to aim, but if you keep practicing, you will actually want a higher sensitivity rather than having to feel like you need one. Obviously, you'll need practice with other guns. So here's me with the AK. I'm not actually very good with the AK. I did, as you can see there, I took a lot of spray. The AK has a similar thing. It's similar to the SG because of its armor penetration and its spray. The spray is like a similar 7 shape. So if you can get good kills with the AK, you'll have no problem moving on to the SG553. Here's me with the M4 A1S. I'm not very good at this. It's less powerful than the AK and has less armor penetration ability, but it has a bit more accuracy, and if you tap with it you get a far more accurate shot. So as you can see, like, I'm getting people quite far down the range fairly easily, just trying to switch. It just takes a few seconds to kill them unless you get 2 headshots. It requires 2 headshots, not 1, because of its armor penetration. But it still proves out to be a really good weapon, especially since it's the only good rifle in CT. Thank you for watching my little guide. I hope it helped you. It's all to do with muscle memory, really. You got to work out what recoil your weapon of choice has and what the spray pattern is, and just try and combat the spray pattern to try and get an accurate shot. CS:GO is all about accuracy and timing, so yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.